it got to a point we couldn't take it. Myself, Crunch Coin, we called this man, Tafi Soroni Ale. Of course, we are all with him. Nobody out there. I'm like,
exactly.
Like, okay, let's manage him to get justice. Only let's profile them. Let's make inquiry into them before we can bring them one after the other. But don't let us just brrr. So he now said, let's bring in Guresi. I said, no. Is it Guresi that they were bashing on my button lori platform? No, let's be careful. Crunch Coin and all of them prevailed on me that, okay, we cannot move ahead because Guresi has institutional memory of things. And I said, okay, 3/4, 3/1, want to win. Okay, let's bring him in. So we brought him in and we are all having our deliberations. And trust me, most of our meetings were on Zoom and it was recorded because I made it clear. Me, I know they do background thing. They were all on Zoom. Okay, and they were all recorded. I used my interpreter, to put it and to record everything that we were all saying. Okay, Mami Lighton also, comes in and out to Batirai for meeting. Now we were doing everything going on. Lawyer Odumosu, I was everything that happened. I was instrumental to looking for a way to get Odumosu out when I got the information. Okay. If this is it, let's get him out. But how do we get him out? It's not going to be as easy as bread and butter as you people think. There are going to be consequences. Now, let's get some things. Give me his letter of engagement. I mediated. Let's get his letter of engagement. From his letter of engagement, we might be able to find a fault. We might be able to see a loophole, and we'll just latch on that loophole.
Chairman, may I interject you right there? Some of the information you had about Odumosu back then, did you get those information from? Of course, at that time, that's why I was looking at Country Queen that time. I was saying those information you got from Gracie was having personal issue with us at that time.
Then and OTD public it, OTD Odumosu must go, OTD wala ni gboro. So
Gracie, let him come and understand, went to be instigating the hosts against Odumosu back then because politics no law.
He was playing those politics then.
Exactly.
So it was at that point they now said there was no letter of engagement. I said, what? What do you guys mean? So how do you want to get him out? So to get him out. So all of us were dumbfounded, like, oh man, we can't get this guy out easily. Okay? Because he came in pro bono. If you want to get him out like that, you will pay dearly for it. I made them understand. You will pay dearly. Okay, now we have engaged Shitu. Guresi, please, can we see the engagement of Shitu? So that we don't make the same mistake that has been made on Odumosu. Can we say it? And Guresi responded, kò sí lẹ́tà o. That was his exact word. Kò sí lẹ́tà. I said, what? Killing people in ṣe jaku báyìí. kò sí lẹ́tà. What if this issue comes up tomorrow? Now, how do you want to defend yourself? Okay, so I think myself and Crunchcoin were mandated to draft the letter of engagement for Shitu. And we were ready to do all of that. So we fixed another meeting for another day. So we were having that meeting. So we now discovered that whenever we discuss anything, Shitu, what's his name? Muyiwa will bring, apparently I got to know that it was your group. Whatever you people discuss, he will bring it to us. To say, okay, Sheikh Agbawole, Abikam Agbawole. We will listen to him. If there are merits, we say, okay, fine, this is good. If there are no merit, I say, guy, I beg, we can't do this. So I think it now became going up and down for him. He now come up with a suggestion that òun fẹ́ ká lọ ṣe meeting pẹ̀lú àwọn the other group. And I said, I know they do meeting with anybody. No, I am not doing. You go and be doing your own meeting. Me, I want to be here. In fact, Crunch going to Ejarikwe, she know they do. Simply because we were just trying to understudy the people at the other end. It's not because we hated, because I didn't even know anybody. We didn't know anybody, but we just wanted to know that, okay, this person is on the same page with us. Is going to go a good asset to us. There's not going to be, that's what we were trying to do. So we were very careful. We wanted to be very careful in just bringing people on board. But we discuss whatever you guys discuss that we discuss in our group. It comes, he narrates everything to us. Then we look at the merits and demerits of all of those things. Then we go ahead with whatever decisions that we want to take. Then I was conversing with Baba Mohbad, at that point we just greet and stuff like that. Sometimes there was a day we were even talking and Goresi came on board and said, okay, after the meeting. Okay, sorry. Okay, Baba, constantly, Crunchcoin did something, bam. I also did to Goresi. That's okay. Immediately 31 grand. Okay, no matter how little, good or something like that. So when the issue of money they struck the meeting, the requesting for a merger, and I said we decided. Goresi was also there, so we deliberated, and I said, okay. Ematijeka match. Let myself and with two people from us, two people from the other end. That means, okay, discussion. About discuss, the objectives were about align unequivocally. Then what is there? We'll see to it. So two from us, two from the other party. That was the agreement. And we were accepted that, okay, two of us, then two from the other party. So we had that. We now scheduled that meeting on Sunday. I think so. I think it was on a Sunday evening. So on getting to that meeting, myself and Crunchkin were just two. The meeting started with like 4 people from the other side. Then from 4, the number grew to like 8 or 9. Then I became apprehensive. Then say, no, I'm not going to go ahead with this meeting. Even Crunchcoin, we were chatting ourselves, this thing has gone beyond what we planned, what was going. So I'm sure you were on that meeting and you know what happened on that meeting that night. So after that meeting, before that meeting, we now requested from Shitu, sorry, from Iromuide, that we need access, we need a statement of access and Wema Bank. And I said, we can't have Wema Bank. I said, no, I want Wema Bank because I know QH radio money went into Wema Bank. Some other funds went into Wema Bank on behalf of Justice for Mohbad. So I want Wema Bank inclusive. And I said, okay, one print, Igba, Ikodo, okay? And we agreed that yes, if I don't have the account for the two account statements, then I have to go to the public and tell them, say, public, okay. So it was after that meeting that night on Sunday that we all disagreed from that meeting and we all went our way. We were now sent in. No, it didn't. It was 12 midnight. 12 midnight in the night. 12 midnight. I don't know whose platform on that. I think Ryan Whisper. I don't know whose platform. I was just hearing an announcement The two groups are
Yes,
hereby
that was on
dissolved.
Ryan Whisper platform. Yeah, Ryan Whisper platform.
The groups are hereby dissolved with immediate effect.
No, before that was before then. He
It was
sent
that
a
same night.
long, he sent a long.
Oh no, it was that night. I
It
think
was that night. It was
that
after
same
he sent a long,
after, yes, he now
yeah,
went
to
to
dissolve the
do
group.
to now
When I told them
do.
that it was Ryan Whisper that said, no, no, we're not going to take that. Come and do it properly. After this stuff, come and say it up here and let
Okay,
people,
okay, that's when
yeah,
so
about it.
I heard in the midnight, Bobby could be Palace School, what the heck, what is going on? Crush now quickly directed me to page. Go and check the group. I checked the group, I read everything. He now dropped the statement of account that was shaded. He dropped it. I read the message and I listened to what he said on the national television. The breaking news. Okay, so and at that point we just felt okay, fine, if that be the case. So I think the following day, Crunchcreen went outside to go and do a disclaimer and to dissociate herself from the GoFundMe. I also do the same. That if these people are like this, then what is the point? What is the point? Now, one thing that I want to say here, because Bossman, I've been listening to you on this matter, and this will be my opportunity to stress on that, which is the content of the letter that was sent to Ayam. I can tell you that those two letters are two different letters entirely. In content, the only cross that I have about the relationship of Muyiwa Baba and how it got in, but that information was never let out until a few weeks ago. So for me, on that, I was like, Bossman, why did you do that?
lifestyle was sending your main message or whatever, but you could not get an intel that could tell you who OG was. And I believe because Bridget came out with this audio, she must have sent it to one or two persons who know those in the house. My question is, who is this person's voice that we are hearing in Mohbad's house? Can Adura come out and tell us who that person is? Because everyone that lives in Mohbad's house, they must know this voice. Or Prime Boy, can Prime Boy tell us who was talking? Because Prime Boy was with Mohbad few hours, and the person lately that definitely the person knows Prime Boy. And who else can also still come out to tell us who this voice is? Because this voice, they must tell us the name of this person who is talking. If Bukky Jesse was coming out and telling us that he doesn't know the name of this person, I find that suspicious. I don't believe that part. That BJ say he
Well,
forgot
it's
the name.
okay. I mean, to me, Mr. Rotimi, to me, she might not know who, and which is okay. That is, I don't think
No,
that
she
is
talks about
actually.
the name of the
Hold on,
person,
sir.
Madam Mary.
I don't think it is relevant.
He said the name is relevant, Madam Mary is 100%.
No, the name of the person speaking.
How can something happen to his son and he now give power of Anthony to somebody that he is not seeing, somebody that has not given him penny, put him as a carpenter and live abroad for many years? How does it sound? How does it look? Can you imagine? Right from day one, I don't trust that guy. What they call him? You are saying you loan your brother money for a case that you are supposed to complete.
Uncle Matamba.
Yeah.
Yes. Does that make Baba a suspect for what killed Mohbad?
Not to buy Mohbad, but for holding some information. There are some informations that man knows, and up to now is not doing it. To me, all of them are suspects. All of them. They are all going to maybe be guilty for one offense or the other. Not to the point of Mohbad, but for holding some information, for making the case linger till now. All of them are holding information. If the lawyer, because, well, I will not say the lawyer know much, because if the lawyer know much, they are not supposed to just drop him like that. Except they are not aware that the lawyer have already grabbed some things that he will use against them. Because if the lawyer have, like, someone is sick, you get to the hospital, you know you don't have to lie to the doctor. You have to tell the doctor some truth. It's almost the same thing like a lawyer. When you hire a lawyer, you need to tell the lawyer everything so that the lawyer can know where to come in. So for Odumosu to be dragging them now, he might have gotten some information. So the issue of Baba will know who Odumosu will know. That cannot be certain now. Except the lawyer started bringing his card. And lawyers are smart in that. Even if lawyer brings on the house now, you see Baba will just open mouth down. Where did you see this kind of information? They have forgotten that once you make a statement for a lawyer can just take one word from that statement and just, before you know it, he will get what he wants. So many people are going to get into trouble with these things that they are doing. That is why they say truth don't have duplicates. Once you speak the truth and you stand on that truth, it will definitely set you free. But once you start lying, you start using one lie to cover the lie. Before you know it, actually it's just this one lie I want to say, I will not say another lie again. Before you know it, that one lie will become millions. So all these people are just putting themselves into big problem. Yeah. At the end of the day, people that are real, the main culpable persons, they might even go free. And all these people will just go and start jail for saying what they are not supposed to say. That's why most of the time, I don't know how to talk. I don't really come up on platform apart from this Papayano because he was among the first hosts that I know about this justice for Mohbad. Then for that date that Lagata and Papayano are trying to look for, maybe September. If it's September they arrested all those people, does that mean they spent 3 months in the jail? Because Lagata is correct in terms of they were trying for them not to spend Christmas inside the jail. So if Papayano say it's September, does that mean they used 3 months in the jail? And I remember Prime Boy was not, he didn't come out quickly. Prime Boy didn't come out quickly, so I don't think it's September. Maybe it's around November. I mean October, not September. So I'm just listening to everything, so that's why I just let me come up and say something. Thank you.
Can I speak now, please? Can I go ahead?
Speak on this.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Papa Riano, for bringing me up. It's my first time on your platform. So, yeah, I listened to the conversation being had this morning, and I just want to say a few things. I think on J4M, we need to clearly understand this. He who must come to equity must come with clean hands. What we're doing here is seeking justice for a young man, a young 26-year-old man. And I think certain things are not right. When we see things to be condemned, I'm up here to speak this morning because of the barrister. I don't want to know what has gone wrong behind the scenes, but I would make my conclusion based on what I've seen on the media. I think, in my opinion, I see the barrister being a tool in the hands of some people. That's what I see. Let's be reminded that before this barrister, we had another barrister. He walked away quietly from this case without any drama. If there are any issues between Barrister Odumosu and the family, he should take it off social media because what he has demonstrated is nothing.
Sorry, just so that we don't spread misinformation. You said which barrister walked away peacefully?
Well, as far as I know, I don't know anything that goes behind the scene. And I'm not concerned about that because I'm not here for content.
But just to put it straight, because we like getting things rightly, no barrister walked away gently. The previous barrister was Fadile. He charged the family. He was a pro bono, but when he wanted to leave, he charged them and he paid his money.
Can you hang on, please?
Yes.
This is the point I'm trying to make. I don't care about whatever goes wrong behind the scenes because it's not my business. I stay within my boundaries and I don't go past my limits. The reason I'm here is not because I want to know what happened behind the scenes. I'm only here for nothing but justice for Mohbad, and that's my focus. As far as I know, I have not seen Thank you very much. I've not seen on any platform where Barrister David Fadele has come to cause any cause. But I've seen that with Barrister Odumosu, and that makes me question his integrity.
No, please wait. That's what I'm saying. Let's get something clear, please. In the case of Barrister Fadele,
yes,
at the time they wanted to debrief him,
yes,
he charged them an unusual fee.
Can you answer my darling?
I know, just please wait, please get something clear, please.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, because if you don't get the root of a problem, you cannot know how to solve a problem.
Okay.
At the time they needed to debrief Barrister Fadele, he charged them. After charging them, the family didn't make a drama with him. They paid him and he left peacefully. In this particular case, they said they were no longer happy with him. This one also charged them, but the family started drama with him.
and then he gave them the drama. Go on.
Okay, well, what I'm saying is this. The family is not a professional. He is a professional. He can handle it better. He can take it off TikTok. He can go the legal route. I think if I were in his case, that's what I'll be doing if I were in his shoes. And another thing I want to say, I don't know if Barrister Odumoso actually practice in the UK. Because the only issue I have against him is how he has demonstrated a great deal of incompetence and unprofessionalism. And
Are
I
you a
tell you
lawyer?
why.
Are you a lawyer?
I'm not a lawyer, and that's why
How
I'm really
come,
upset.
if you are not a lawyer, are you teaching a lawyer how to fight? However he chooses to fight, if this is the best way he thinks he can use to win them, then he's going to do that way. Are you going to teach him to fight the way you want to fight?
Then you can ask me questions after, because I don't want to lose my line of thought.
All right, then go on.
Yeah, so basically this is it. I'm not a lawyer, but one thing I know is every profession in this country has rules. We have acts, we have legislations, we have code of conduct. And generally, as professionals, we know that there's a law called the GDPR 2018. That law is basically regarding confidentiality. And that is what I see that this barrister is in breach of. He's not in strict compliance with that law. And that is why I have problem with him. Because with GDPR, you are not supposed to share sensitive information with third parties without any written consent. Like a lot of things I see in the maybe publications or what he came to do on Arifa's platform, it is professionally wrong, and that is the only problem I have with him. And that's why I wonder if this man actually practices in the UK, because certain things should be taken off social media. He's not supposed to divulge any sensitive information to anyone.
Can you please tell me any sensitive information he did release, please?
Okay,
Just one.
yeah. For instance, the toxicology, how much they paid and blah, 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 is part of what you should keep. It's a sensitive information that you need a consent.
Okay, but see, you know, the thing is this, right? The thing is this.
Yeah.
The family who employed him, if they didn't go out of limitations, I don't think the man will need to explain himself. He already feel defamed. You know, he already feel being defamed, and maybe he decided to clear the air. He could have put up a publication if he feels like speaking to media.
What is not defendable? I'm sorry. You see, the way I would expect a professional to respond to situation is different from the way I would expect a non-professional to respond to the situation. And this is part of the issues here. He is a lawyer. He needs to find a better way, because the way he's gone about this whole thing is causing chaos on justice for Mohbad. He's bringing distraction to justice for Mohbad. And I don't want that distraction. For instance, like I've said, I'm not here for content. I'm not here for stories. Some of us are only genuinely here for justice for Mohbad. We don't want to be concerned about something else.
But you know the problem.
A person should not address situations the way someone.
If you go emotional, I'm sorry, you're not going to help resolve any problem.
No,
okay, let's be reasonable. If we apply wisdom
over emotions. I am telling you what is professionally wrong and what is professionally wrong. Right.
Well, in Nigeria, in the UK, what is wrong? In what way it's wrong?
Well, he needs to take this fight in a legal way and not bring it on TikTok. And that's all I want to say. Thank you.
What did he bring on TikTok? I just want to know from you. What did he bring on TikTok?
She mentioned it already. He said the issue of the money.
Well, the thing is that
okay, but again, you need to know, if you don't know the relationship between who contracted this lawyer, you can't just get in between them. You are just, being not so emotional. If that is how they've been running their shows, you can't get in between them. I'm sorry. Sorry. You need to, because we complained about the same thing and they protected this man. In fact, today Baba Mohbad never had any issue with this man until Bukky Jesse came out defaming this man. None of you have anything to say about that. And when he chooses to go the same way, you said he's not professional. Fine. That is up to him to do it the way he wants. It is his own discretion. You're not going to be telling an adult how you should resolve your problem. You know how to resolve your own problem, and he knows how to resolve his own problem. I mean, for me, that's just it. How did the family got themselves into this? Because they were all lying. Baba Mohbad and his brother were telling us this man was a son. They overpraised him and they did so many bad business with him. And then later, he saw through them that they never wanted justice. They only wanted money, money, money. And he played the game with them. If you're blaming him of not being professional enough, how about the people who went to employ a non-professional? Were they not advised to employ people who were capable? These were people who were rejecting every offer. They rejected every better offer just to go for this man. And now they are having a fight with him. I'm sorry, I'm just going to be watching. I'm just going to be watching them. So if you want to get on your emotion, sorry, you can get on your emotion. That is up to you. It's not my problem. Go on, Kunle, or whoever is speaking.
Yeah, well, I just felt she was too emotional, and she needs to look at the whole thing carefully.
If you know how far Bukky protected this, they're all kids. See, don't even get in between them. We were calling out this man since they employed him, and Bukky just said others were protecting him. They gave him everything, and now he saw through them that these guys are trying to manipulate him, and instead he also manipulated them. And now, okay, Baba Mohbad has a lawyer, right? If that man is being unprofessional, you to take him to court, because they all know they did bad business. Nobody want to take the other to court. That's why they are like hung. They are hanged. Whoever feels innocent, take the other to court. Why wasting our time? Both Baba, both the lawyer, both of them, I don't care.
And if they are hanging, it's only on TikTok that you can just be giving themselves photo. Nowhere to go.
That's it. They are just hanging on TikTok and creating drama. So whoever feels they are right, take the other to court. Why the delay? Baba has a son, and that man is a barrister. His son is big, I expect. So why is it waiting? Because they don't know they're playing games. And everything will come out. All the secret they've been keeping under the ground. We warn them about this under the ground. They refuse.
I want to ask you one question.
I just wanted to make some.
A baby lawyer. A baby lawyer.
I wanted to make some.
Go against his son and win in court.
You say?
Yeah.
Can't a baby lawyer, a new lawyer, take a case to court and win the fan in court?
It depends. Anybody can win a case.
So I don't know the meaning of fan. Fan is just that.
I'm just looking at a pre-degree. I'm saying if it comes to who have more upper hand, Baba Mohbad has a son. There's no excuse. Baba has a son. So why is Baba Mohbad who feels to be right? Because right now everyone feels the lawyer is wrong, right? When somebody is wrong and you are a victim, what do? You complain as a victim. I've never seen a victim, okay, that is suffering something and is just sitting down there calm. Complain. You know the right thing to do. I agree with you that the lawyer is wrong, but what do?
Ariano.
You stay down and be crying?
Papa Ariano, let me say something. For me, I don't have the energy, honestly, to argue, but this is my point. Because I see you talking about...
MFU, you don't need energy to argue. I say let's be calm and keep it reasonably. You are the one who is trying to be...
You raised your voice.
Emotion.
As I was talking, you raised your voice. Anyway, this is my point.
Sorry for that.
No, it's all right, my darling. It's okay. It's all good. Yeah, so this is my point, basically. As professionals, there are ways we are supposed to comport ourselves that should be different from someone who is not professional. So I'm not being emotional here, but I'm stating the obvious fact that there is a way you should comport yourself and be a good representation for your profession. What I'm basically asking of Barrister Odumosu is to take whatever the issues are off the media and address it the right way. Thank you very much.
But now, can you please hear me? Look at the thing. Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me?
Both of them are moved wrong.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. Sometimes, right, when people's hands are dirty, they becomes lackadaisical. They becomes reluctant. they become unwilling to do. Let's say, for example, right, two people involved in a drug business, which they both know that it is illegal, to be involved in such business. Now, one gave the substance to the other, that help me go deliver the substance and bring back the money, and I will give you a percentage. So one of it took the business, he took the business there, he sold it, but never brought the money. This one either will never report the case to the police, so right, because he know both himself is wrong, and even the other guy, even if we find these two guys fighting, whereby this one injures the other, this one too will be very reluctant to report the case to the police, right? Because he understand that there is a more higher offense than whatever that is on. Right now, from what I see right now, okay, I believe that there's defamation on this lawyer's integrity, which I understand.
Keep up legally.
Can you please let me? You see, you are the one speaking over me. It's my conversation, right?
Okay, go ahead.
There's a high level of defamation on this lawyer's integrity, and the lawyer himself knew, okay, that probably, I'm just guessing, that maybe the lawyer knew that he has engaged in something illegal with this family, something he wasn't supposed to engage on with them, right? And he doesn't want to go the legal route, right? Because now, if truly, like you said, if indeed, he wants to be a professional and is correct, he should do it the right way. But me, I'm thinking the reason why he's not going the right way, he's only trying to clear the public of some certain speculations, right? Without going to the right way. His concern is just to clear his name in the public space. It's not because he think he's innocent. And now on the other side of the family, if they believed too that this lawyer is being misconducted, is misrepresented, there's only one option: take him to court, and they've got a son. Why are they not doing it too? It means, that's why I said that they both, we don't know the kind of agreement they've had, okay? So it will be difficult to just come in between them. And that's why I condemn all the underground that they were doing all this while, because it resulted into this. In fact, the group that worked with these people even asked for the contract. They asked about the family, where is even the contract that you guys used to in contracting this man? How did you guys get him? They said it doesn't exist. They can't even show the contract. So many things are not right too with the family. They wanted cheap things. We sent them to Berekete. Berekete said, I'm a billionaire. I don't know whether you know the man. The man wanted to offer them a son, but they never got anything from this man. They instead chose a way. They got the public money. They went looking for cheap lawyers, for lawyers who will just play along. I don't think they were really trying to get professionals who can do this job, who have pedigree, because we asked for the pedigree of this man. They never showed to us. I myself asked so many times. I said, can you show me any criminal case this man has ever taken in Nigeria and has won? I asked them this question. They turned it down. They played me. And now they're coming back with issues like this. What do I do? And what should you do? I don't think you should be helping the family fight their fights.
For me, yes,
no one should help any of them fight their fight. Both the family, both the lawyer, they get themselves into that.
I'm not fighting anybody's fight. So basically, for me, I just think whatever happens behind the scenes, they shouldn't bring it on this course to tire some of us out.
You mean they're both of them, right? You mean they're both of them, or just the lawyer?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, from a professional standpoint right now,
you have to address them both. You are being biased if you see two wrong and you're addressing one wrong. Don't be biased.
Can I speak my mind, please? This is what it is for me. I am coming from a professional standpoint. For instance, you would
what
not
profession, please, so that we can speak based on that.
I don't need to speak about my private life here, but basically, you would not expect the way a doctor will treat a situation to be the same way a mechanic will treat the situation. This is what I'm trying to explain here. I think the barrister can do better, because there are some things we are not supposed to do as a professional, and as someone who is in this kind of line of law that he needs to do better. He needs to portray himself better. Let him take it off social media. He does not need all this way to gain public trust and whatever. Let him take it the right way. And that's where I'm going to leave it. Thank you.
You are being biased, and don't be a biased young lady, please. When you are addressing too wrong, you have to specify, make it clear. If you allow yourself to live this way, I'm sorry, you're never going to solve any problem. You're only going to be part of the biggest problem. Too wrong, you address the too wrong, please.
Did I say to you why I came up? I came up.
It's not about how you came up to resolve a concerning issue. Yeah. The concerning issue right now is not just about one person.
Drop it here. I don't have
this. It takes two to tangle. All right, don't be biased. Please,
I think you are the one being biased here. You're not listening to me rightly. I think that's the problem.
How am I being biased?
I just said to you, I'm coming from a professional standpoint. What is right to do as a professional and what he should not do as a professional.
But what you fail to understand is this. What if the man has engaged himself in an illegal deal with the family, which he doesn't think is guilty? He doesn't think he should take it to court.
It's not going to be my business because, like I said to you earlier,
so let the family act too. Why are you scared of the family?
Hang on. You see,
when I'm biased on the side of the family, right?
Can you let me speak, please? I don't want to know about that. I only came up to speak.
Are you team Baba? Are you Baba team? Because it's easy to.
I am here right now. The point
to cite.
Papariano, the point is this. For me, I'm not here for anything else but justice for Mohbad. And I want to stay within that. I don't want to be concerned about anything that goes on behind the scenes or anything. I'm just saying Barrister Odumosu should take this thing off the media and take it the right route. I'm not asking him.
Why will it be him? Why does the family can't take it out of the media too?
Because he's a professional. Like I said earlier, when you have a doctor behaving like a mechanic, then there's a problem. But
let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you something. Lawyer,
when it comes to
he should be a good ambassador for that profession. It's what I am talking about.
That is what I'm saying. I don't have issue with that. He's a professional.
For the legal profession. Please,
he's a professional.
I need to go. I don't really.
You are being biased. I don't want you to go biased. You are young girl. You're growing.
No, you're pulling my legs. I know what you're doing to me.
No. You know that the family is wrong, but because you are being biased,
I just said something to you, Papariano. I don't care about anything.
You should care. If you don't care about the family, don't care about the lawyer.
I'm not here for what the family does. I'm only here.
It means you're not ready then. You're not ready then. You shouldn't care about the lawyer.
If that's what you
know, you can be petitioned. You know, the lawyer can petition you for this you do right now. You know, you can be petitioned by the lawyer right now.
I'm nothing else, so I'm not going to be concerned about what someone does. I'm only focused on how to get justice.
You're not telling the truth.
And that's where I am.
You're not telling the truth. If you really want to help the family, tell them the truth.
I know you're trying to put me on the spot, but basically,
I'm still wondering, are you a loyalist to Mohbad father?
What someone does or what someone does not do. Please, thank you. Have a good morning.
But don't be biased. I don't want you to be biased. You're a young lady. You're growing. You have more life to live. You don't know your husband, your spouse, a good man will be watching you right now.
Justice for Mohbad.
You're being recorded right now. You know you're being recorded.
Professional standpoint, and that's all about it.
But I'm talking about dispute between two people. This is dispute. It doesn't do professional.
I'm not going to be the one to settle the dispute. I've just.
Thank you very much. So where should they take it? Who is the victim? Okay, right now I want to ask a question. In this dispute, right? Who is the victim?
I don't know who the victim is, and that's
the victim should be Baba Mohbad. If Baba Mohbad is feeling hurt, let him take the case to court. If he's a victim, Odumosu doesn't feel victim.
Now you just drove my point in. That is what I'm saying. Whoever feels this or that, please take it off social media. We need some sanity.
From your own observation right now, who do you think is being cheated, Baba or Odumosu?
I'm not going to be the judge of that because I don't have every details of what is going on. What I'm just saying.
I feel Baba is being cheated, so Baba should take him to court.
Papariano, I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You down too, but I haven't got the strength. Thank you. I've got to go. Thank you, my darling.
Don't go biased. Just know that when you come here next time, you have to be correct. You have to be right. You have a good
I
thinking,
probably won't come up
reasonable.
next time. Trust me, I probably won't come up. I really don't have the
Yes,
energy.
whenever you come up, believe me, I'll make sure that you get things right. Wherever you go, it doesn't matter whether you're or not, but your emotions are not going to help you solve problems. You're still growing, and you're a beautiful woman.
That goes for you as well, Papa Riano, you know.
Yeah, but you shouldn't be biased. Children are watching you right now. Kids under the age of 18 are watching you.
Oh yes, they're watching you as well. That you need to understand that I'm coming from a professional.
I am being fair. I am being fair.
Let a doctor not behave like a mechanic is exactly the point I'm trying to drive in, my love.
But there's a dispute, my love, my sister. There's a dispute right now, sweetheart. Do you understand the dispute?
Papa Riano, please let me go. Thank you. Thank you for
How do you pronounce your name?
It's MP.
M1?
MP.
MP. Yeah, MP. Did you contribute in the GoFundMe at the time?
That is for my own private consumption.
Okay, because I'm just worried maybe you contributed so much money and then you felt like you've been scammed by Baba Mohbad, and so you're fighting.
Well, for me, when I give, and I don't look back because my reward is with God. So I don't want to talk about.
Oh yeah, it depends. We don't. Sometimes people give foolishly. You know, giving foolishly is not encouraged even by God. You give wisely. So did you give wisely?
I understand that, but I don't want to speak in that regard because I don't want to speak about
giving a criminal money is like encouraging more crime in the society. So are you giving Baba Mohbad money and you fully know that Baba Mohbad is not ready to give accountability and you are happy pouring money to a scam?
I'm sorry.
What?
I just said to you, I'm not going to have that conversation. I'm sorry.
Why? Are you just showing to me you cannot solve problems? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not here to solve any problem. I'm here to seek justice for Mohbad solely. But
as concerned citizens that we are, if we do not solve problem, how do we unravel this case?
Well, because I'm not the right person to do it. It's not my profession to do so. All I can do here is to lend my voice and support, not to.
And when you lend your voice, you lend it wisely, not foolishly, right?
Of course, which is what I've done.
Okay, and if you want to be wise, I think it is better to address two wrongs, not one wrong. I think that's wise, right?
Fabiano, if we want to be wiser than you are, I think you should stay within the jurisdiction of what brought you here, J for him, not anything else. God bless you.
Within the jurisdiction or the circumference of justice for Mohbad, I think it warrants one to be fair when dealing with two wrongs. You have to be fair. Right? Two people are wrong and you're only addressing one.
Well, I don't know about the wrongs. Like, I'm not part of the people that knows anything, nothing behind the scenes. So
Were you part of Baba Mohbad's underground groups, like critical thinkers?
I just gave you an answer earlier.
Are you part of the critical thinkers?
I don't want to be part of anything. I'm just part of justice seekers, and that's where it is.
Wow, you did so well, sweetheart. But I must tell you something, right? Being biased.
My mission, and my mission here is being a justice seeker, not a fighter, not a woto or whatever. No.
How much is the total money you have contributed? Do you mind if I ask?
Like I just said, it's not something for public consumption.
But I may refund the money back to you so that you don't overthink it.
When I give, I don't expect refund or a thank you.
Really?
Yeah, that's me.
Did you contribute to Yomi Fabi because you're looking for justice?
I said I don't mention or discuss anything monetary.
Okay, but do you support what Yomi Fabi has been doing?
You cannot pin me on the spot. I'm just here for justice for Mohbad, and that's all.
MP.
Thank you. My time is up.
Sacrosanct. Justice is sacrosanct, and Jamin. Do you know so, right?
I do.
What?
I do.
You say what?
I do very well. I do very well.
Okay. If you do, in fact, what is justice for you?
Well, what does justice mean for you? Does justice mean woto for you?
Okay. Oh, so you even know what is woto?
Papa Ria, no, I've got to go now. I've got other things to do. Thank you for
No,
having
I
me.
just want to be sure because at the end of the day, I can hold you responsible of your words. Now, when we come to look at things,
Don't
right?
hold me responsible for
Wumi
my
is not
fault. Thank you.
arrested. She's not.
Papa
Wumi is not
Ria,
being arrested right now.
no, I'm
Only
going
the
to come
nurse.
up to engage you another time and we'll see who
I
can
know.
pin who.
Wumi, if Wumi doesn't get arrested,
Next
is
time
that
we will
justice for
see
you?
who can pin who. I'm going
I
to
know.
have to speak to
If
one
Wumi doesn't
corner.
get arrested, would you consider that justice for you?
I'm not going to consider that justice because I see Wumi as a suspect in this
Okay.
case. Sorry.
Yes.
I
So at the end of the day, if Wumi doesn't get arrested, the nurse is arrested, and sentenced maybe to 6 months, and Baba is happy and saying we got justice. Would you support him? Would you say he's on the right track?
My answer to you would be let's hope for the best. Let's hope for nothing but the true justice. Until
What
then,
if the best? What if the best for Baba is having the nurse arrested and saving the family because he wants to protect his family?
I don't see that happening. Like I said again, let's just hope for the best. We cannot.
What is the best for you? For you, what is the best?
What the future holds. Let's just hang on and see what plays out.
Yes. So what is the best for you? What would you consider the best?
The best I would consider is nothing but true justice because justice is not injustice to another person. So based on what we've got on ground, yes, we would really hope that the Nigerian government will do the needful. And let's hope for
Okay, but the Nigerian government they have already charged the best people that they think committed a crime to the magistrate court. Are you happy with that? For them, that is the best.
Can you say that again?
The Nigerian government has charged the nurse and spending to the magistrate court for killing Mohbad.
I'm not in support of that. That is not entirely.
Is that the best for you? Are you happy for that?
I am definitely not.
Now, what would you say when Bukky just said she gave evidences to Baba Mohbad and Baba Mohbad rejected, he didn't do anything with it? What would you say to that?
I really don't know anything about that. I don't.
Okay, what if I play? Do you understand Yoruba?
I do. I'm partly Nigerian and my mom is Yoruba.
Okay. So what if I play to you where Bukky just complained about Baba and even called Baba a thief? Do you agree Baba is a thief?
Well, I don't agree.
Okay. If I show you where Bukky just calls him a thief, what would you say?
I'm not going to say anything about that.
But do you believe Bukky just who has dealt? Do you believe Bukky just who have dealt with this man called him a thief?
I don't believe so.
So you don't think Bukky just can call Baba a thief?
I don't think so.
Please, Papa.
He has not stolen from anyone, has he?
Please, Papa, I'm also here available for you to question me.
Okay, please. So before I question you, let me quickly play this to this lady. Please, 1 minute.
You don't need to play it. I was on the live show. I know what you're talking about. But he has not stolen from anyone, has he?
Okay. No, please. I just want to be sure you hear this. Mm-hmm. Anzi, you can support her in case she gets exhausted.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here always.
I don't understand what they're saying. And that's not very fair.
Don't worry, someone will translate to you. Z is here for you, don't worry.
No, sir, I can't hear also what they're saying.
No, you can hear, don't worry.
You translate. Yeah.
Guys, please wait, you can hear now, please just listen.
Bàbá ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ mi ní rẹ́kọ̀dì ẹ̀ so ìjọ ta ṣe 3-way call pẹ̀lú ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ tó sọ fún mi ẹ bá mi pé bàbá kẹ bá mi bèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ mo kàn rẹ́rìn ni ó ní bàbá ẹ bá wọ̀rí ó dá tẹ bá padà lọ síbẹ̀ máa fún yín $100,000 kẹ́yìn mú dání kẹ máa fi tọ́jú ara yín ibẹ̀ ni mo sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn sí ẹ bá mi pé ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ kẹ bèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ so ìyẹn nǹkan tí mo ṣe play kíní ni pé mo fẹ́ justify pé bàbá yìí greedy because tí ò bá greedy ṣe gbogbo yín rántí pé gbàtọ́mọ ẹ̀ kú bó ṣe sọ nìyẹn pé ẹ wọlé tó ń gbà fún mi ọmọ mi ò fún mi lówó ọmọ mi ò fún mi lówó náà ibi tí mo lọ kọ́ nìyẹn ṣe rí nǹkan tí mo sọ pé ó lè ní bàbá àti ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ ṣe ẹ̀gbọ́n mi ṣe rí ẹ̀gbọ́n bàbá Mohbad bá ti gba owó tí bàbá Mohbad àti ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ tó bá ti gbowó ní platform kan tó bá ti rí pé owó ò lè yọ ọ́ mẹ́ mọ́ wá wà nǹkan tó máa fi kó platform yẹn wá tún lọ sí platform mi bí ṣe gbọ́ àti Yínká ti gba owó fún àti Yínká tí àti ti.
You see, they brought us fake toxicology report. We want to even see the receipt paid for the toxicology out of all the money contributed. They can't even bring us the receipt of the toxicology.
Papa, can I?
Yeah.
Papa, please,
See.
can I just yeah.
Yeah,
So
please
you
quickly
can see
support her,
this.
yes. Mm.
You know why BJ's talk is not even making sense, and I see it as a damage control. She already knew who Baba was. She already knew everything. She already knew these guys' pros, cons, limitations. She went ahead, did everything, and now she's complaining of what happened and she wasn't there. How can you not be there?
If you can defend Baba, please come up. If you can defend Baba or explain Baba to me, I will appreciate. Please come up. Go
So
on.
for me, I'm not really a supporter of anybody. I'm just supporter of justice for Mohbad, because I saw how Baba was going, and I saw, you know, he was all about avoiding the truth. You know, when even
MP, do you agree with that? MP, do you agree that Baba is avoiding the truth?
I do not.
in the big
I do not
so
agree.
in the beginning, even when this
MP, okay, you said you agree. Thank God.
I do
MP
not
has agreed.
agree with that.
these
I
are vermin.
disagree with
Okay,
that.
but
let me make
see
my point.
See 1 minute. See 1 minute. MP,
Okay.
why don't you agree with that?
I don't agree, because if this man does not want justice for his son, I think he will simply just bury his son. If he's
Z,
still on,
is that correct, Z?
yes, if
So
he's still
I say wrong. Excuse me. Can I talk? Let me make my submission.
I didn't interrupt.
Let me make. Sorry, my dear. Sorry.
Go on. No.
Okay,
Your friend
okay.
don't get in between. Go on.
Okay, so for me, I feel Baba from the onset was not the reason that Mohbad's body got dug up. It was the masses, and you know, our whole protest towards what was wrong. Why did he bury him early? Left to Baba, Mohbad could have been buried. So I don't see him as the front justice. He became the later justice. And I'm not disputing that he's the father and he doesn't have pain, or he didn't want to seek justice for his son. But he wasn't really an advocate, the first face of that justice. It was the masses.
Hello? MP, can you respond to that, MP?
Please, can I respond?
Please wait, Mr. Adiola, please.
Sorry, I missed that.
Okay, let me come
can you
again.
repeat yourself? Yes.
Yeah, so what I was saying is, I'm not really, I wasn't following, I'm not the social media person and everything, but when Mohbad died and he lost his life, based on an observant person that was seeing what was going on social media, the first thing I saw was, Baba burying his son early. That is one. And the masses, Nigerian people, were actually agitated. Why? That is first. Secondly, we saw videos of Baba and a lady like going around his house and saying, Mohbad, look at my house. I have nothing and everything. And, most Nigerians were against. They're like, you just lost your son. Why are you after showing what he did not do to you? You understand? So what actually dug up Mohbad from his grave was actually retaliation from the masses, because one, Wumi's camp made a statement that and the industry gods have gotten him. We saw how his neck was bent also in the coffee and everything. And everything amassed based on, coming together of people that didn't even know Mohbad, strangers, and it instigated and encouraged the Nigerian government to dig him up. It had nothing to do with Baba. It was after the movement started that Baba joined, and we now notice that there was division between his wife, the family, his children didn't even want to identify with him. He now formed his team and everything, and that was when justice came forward, and we're like, okay, at the end, if you say Mohbad was improperly married and to Wunmi and it was just customary, then obviously you have the right as a father to step in, because the assets could be sent to you so that you share it to people. And also the DNA case that you said you were not sure and you wanted her to conduct a DNA. That's when Baba started gaining support. But there was never any, proactive movement from Baba to like dig his son back out or something like that.